All right, man. It's been a bit since
Yeah, it's
we've
been a
seen
little
you.
while, right?
So, at this point in your career, is this kind of how you like it? Like about once a year? Would you rather
No,
do it more often?
no, absolutely not. I would love to stay busier. You know, it just small injuries, life, family. It happens. I actually, little known fact, not a lot of people know, I actually broke my foot in my last fight. Something called a Jones fracture.
Okay.
So apparently it's the second longest healing fracture in your body. So I fought with that one for a little while. Pretty sure I've done it before. I just not to this extent because it's always, I've had times where my feet hurt. It's like, oh, okay, no big deal. I just keep going. Eventually it goes away.
So you think you broke it before and just kind of walked your way through life and just dealt with it?
Exactly. Because
Wow.
like I said, eventually, and that's how I deal with a lot of my just little nagging injuries. I call them, you know, shoulders, stuff like that. Just keep training, and eventually they go away. Not probably not medical advice, but it's always worked for me. So I tried doing the same with this, and took off on a sprint up a hill, and just kind of sealed the deal. So I had to take time and let it heal. I couldn't train. I couldn't even jump rope. I couldn't run. So
things go your way Saturday. You'd like to get back in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Get more active.
Yeah, I would like to try and fight 2 or 3 times this year. I mean, obviously we got June, so then maybe July, August, maybe September, October, and then maybe again December. You know.
At this point in your career, how much of that is financial related? Because like this is not a horrible paying job for you when you get in there for 15 minutes.
Right.
I mean, I know all the training goes in there, but
Sure.
And then how much of it is kind of still wanting to keep your eye on that ultimate prize? And
So I'm gonna be 35 at the end of this month, right? At this point, yes, I would love to have that belt, but at this point it becomes about the money. Make as much money as I can before I can not fight anymore. I feel better at 35 than I did at 25. Just training smarter, training different, listening to my coaches, and I still got a house I would like to pay off. So if I can walk away fighting, owning my house, I'll be happy. You know, if I own my house and I'm still fighting, I'll even be happier. You know, but end goal is to be able to own my house before I'm done fighting.
There was a time when a lot of guys wouldn't admit to that. They'd say, "No, man, the goal is always the title."
Yeah, well, and
I'll
I'll
be
be honest.
champion and you fought for a title. You know what it's like. You've been there.
Right. So I mean, it's not that it's not the goal, because I mean that I want to fight the best, and that's why I'm here.
And you also know that if you get there, the money's going to
exactly.
with it too.
Exactly. I mean, it's kind of a best of both worlds. You get there, the money comes with it. You know, for now, I just make as much money as I can while I can.
Talk to me about needing to bounce back, obviously, and then fighting at home. I mean, do you like being able to fight at home?
I love fighting in Chicago. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up fighting in Hammond. Grew up 2003, 2004 fighting in Hammond, and it brings back old memories of that old time when you'd go and fight for $600 and it was the greatest thing you've ever done, you know. And now it's like you still get to fight in your backyard, but we're gonna pay you a whole lot more, so it gets even better, you know.
Last time you fought here, you got an extra $50,000, right? Is that the Frankie Saenz fight?
Boy.
I think so.
Was it Saenz? Was it Saenz? Okay.
More than $600 for
okay.
at the Civic Center.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, it's nice fighting in Chicago. You know, I mean, if I fight in California, my family still is able to tune in, and my parents, they're not going to make it to this one. But, you know, I still got a lot of friends and family that are coming to this one. Both my boys, this will be Sam's first one. Jack's been to a couple of them, so this will be both of their first fight together, so I'm pretty excited about that.
How has being the dad to 2 kids impacted training and fighting? I mean, I see him with you a lot.
Yeah, they're always with me. You know, they go everywhere with me. I mean, I don't have one shadow, I have 2. So you know, that's the best thing in the world to me is being able to take them with me and share the experiences with them. I mean, they're kids now. I mean, like yesterday I did my UFC photo shoot, and hey, come here, boys, and we did a photo shoot with the boys, you know. So they're just kids having fun. Yeah. They're gonna look back at this when they're 16, 17 years old and go, yeah, I got to do that. I got to do this. You know, then maybe they'll realize the experiences that they've actually had, and to be able to share that with my kids and my family, that's awesome.
Talk to me about when you get the call for this fight, you hear Popov's name on the other end. Did you know anything about him? Did you have to look him up?
No, I mean, yeah, I did. I had to look him up. I mean, I don't follow the sport like a lot of the fight nerds do. I have what I have going on, and I worry about me, not everybody else. You know, so I immediately looked him up, saw Tiger Muay Thai, so okay, we got a stand-up guy. But then I saw he had some Gogo Plata submission victory. So what's the deal here? You know, is this guy really a stand-up guy, or is he slick on the ground? What is he? Not that he's not slick on the ground, but I think his stand-up's a lot better. I think his Gogo Plata submission victories, I think, were over guys who were maybe inexperienced. He surely hasn't fought the competition I fought. But he wouldn't be here if they didn't feel he deserved a shot.
Do you kind of hope that it's a stand-up fight with him?
You know what? Yes and no. I mean, I'd love to get in his face and trade a little bit with him, but at the same time, I'd also love to take him down and show that, hey, this guy can grapple. I mean, I've been fighting with the UFC for 10 years now. How many fights have hit the ground? How many fights have you seen me do any work on the ground? I have the skills, and I can do it. I prefer the knockout because I know that's what the fans want to see.
You could be one of the best ground guys in the division for all anybody knows.
Nobody knows.
You're the only one that knows.
Nobody knows. Yeah.
How do you think that plays to your advantage? I mean, I've talked to guys a lot about that over the years. Like, they're like, hey, man, I'm great down there, and I've never had to show it, but wait till I do.
Sure, and it could be a perfect fight. I mean, it could be a perfect storm for that because this guy's coming in expecting to stand. Who knows? We might go to the ground. You know, we've been doing a lot of ground. I mean, we always do a lot of ground, but the majority of my fights, my game plan never changes. It's okay. Let's stand and trade. Let's move. Let's cut angles. Let's block the takedown and let's finish the guy. We'll see what happens.
You mentioned your age earlier.
Yeah.
Do you start thinking? I mean, I know you also mentioned like it'd be nice to get your house paid off and have those financial goals before you hang it up. Do you at all start thinking about retirement, or is that a dangerous thing when you're getting ready for a fight?
I tell you, every time I get into my weight cut, so I'm going to leave here and go cut weight, and I'm going to sit in the sauna, and I'm going to tell myself this is my last fight. I don't want to do this anymore. I do it every single time. And then I get done with the weight cut, and I start eating again, and say, okay, I'm good. I don't think about retirement other than when I'm sitting in the sauna cutting weight and how much this sucks, this is terrible. But then you think about what you get to do and what the end goal is, and the end result is I'm cutting all this weight so I can go fight another guy. I don't think about retirement, but I think that obviously sooner or later it's coming. But I still try to get in the gym with those 21, 22-year-olds just to make sure that I can still outwork them. As long as I can outwork the young guns, I'm all right.
Any chance at all you'd ever say, you know what, I'm just going to load up on Olive Garden and Reese's Cups and I'll do 145? Or is that not possible?
No, it's funny you say that because I haven't had a Reese's Cup in probably 7 months. And I haven't had, not that I haven't had Olive Garden because of my tradition, but I've changed my diet significantly. I haven't had sugars. I don't eat sugars anymore. I don't eat junk food. Not that Olive Garden's not junk food because it's great. You know, every once in a while we'll go, but it's steak and you know, good food after weigh-ins now. Now I'm not going to Reese's and pasta and this and that. So refueling and rehydrating and eating properly has played a big part in this last camp.